Let's talk about the ongoing geopolitical spat. Beijing has been pushing back, for want of better words, against President Trump, raising the prospect that China deliberately caused this COVID-19 outbreak. What are they saying?
Well, of course, it's a fairly incendiary suggestion from President Trump. He has said that they want to look into it. And you've seen a pushback, as you say, an editorial in the state-backed Global Times newspaper accusing the Trump administration of essentially trying to shift the blame over what it characterizes as a bungled U.S. response to the coronavirus. This editorial describes the Trump administration and their handling of the disease as quote-unquote miserable, and says Trump is attacking China in a way and in a bid to try and boost his election prospects in November. So as you suggested, rather than leading to cooperation between the two sides on an issue of health, which some had possibly hoped for at the beginning of this outbreak, the disease is adding and is being used as another wedge between the two sides, certainly fueling tension and more distrust. We had, of course, the intelligence agencies in the U.S. suggesting that China had not been fully transparent in the way that it's talked about its data. We also heard from the foreign minister here as well, supporting the WHO, saying that China could add additional funds to that organization.
Tom, China has been saying that they're trying to develop a more complete understanding of the spread of the disease. I mean, how is that progressing? What's involved there?
They're starting something called a serological survey, and basically it involves researchers going out and taking blood samples from thousands, potentially tens of thousands of people to see if they have these antibodies that would, of course, show that they've been infected even if they hadn't been showing symptoms. And what they're hoping is that this survey will give scientists additional information about the magnitude of the spread of this disease in the broader population. And it may also give them more information in terms of how the virus is transmitted between people. But it is also likely part of this attempt by China to try and show the international community that it is trying to be transparent about this disease and it has nothing to hide, and they've been pushing back on that. So we'll be waiting for the details of that survey. Of course, there has been skepticism, as I said, over China's virus data.